Welcome back to High Heat. The Los Angeles Dodgers tweeting this a couple of days ago. Welcome back at M. Rojas official. Miguel Rojas, a bit of a full circle moment for Miggy as he goes from the Miami Marlins back to the Los Angeles Dodgers. He is joining me now, and before we get into the on-field stuff, we have to talk about the kicks. Miggy, welcome to the show. Good to see you. I know that you are a big Michael Jordan fan, a big Air Jordan fan. As we can see, the proof is right behind you. How did this shoe collection begin? Take me through it.
He actually started back in LA in 2014. I was a teammate with Carl Crawford, and he actually had a great collection by himself, and I mean a Jordan deal. And I remember a couple times that he showed up at the field with, like, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 cases of Jordan shoes. And I started actually my collection with a couple of shoes that he gave me, couple cleats and couple shoes, and I got myself a nice collection, and I say, okay, this is my time to start collecting the things that I really like.
Now, Miggy, it's one thing to be a Nike athlete. It's an entire thing, completely different thing to be a Jordan athlete. I know when some of the Nike reps would come to the clubhouse and drop off your shoes, it's one thing to be Nike. It's a whole other thing entirely, like a Manny Machado to be a Jordan athlete, a Kenley Jansen to be a Jordan athlete. So was there any sort of jealousy amongst the guys, like, hey, man, can I get some more Jordans, considering you get them for free?
100%, and that's how I get my Jordan cleats. I get to be friends with a guy like Gio Gonzalez, Manny Machado, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Now Jazz Chisholm is gonna be one of the Jordan guys. I think I always use my friendship and my influence with other players who are Jordan, to actually give me a pair of shoes. Actually, Mookie Betts gave me a pair of Jordans a couple years ago, and I wasn't even playing with them. I have no child. I go to them and I say, hey, I'm size 11. Can you please send me a pair, because I'm collecting them, and they already know my shoe game is important to me. So I can't wait to be with Mookie again, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be asking for stuff. So I'm sorry, Mookie, in advance, but I'm gonna be asking you for some heat.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, Clayton Kershaw, he's a Skechers guy. Used to be Under Armour, but now he's Skechers. But you guys have a pretty moment together. Of course, back in 2014, in June, when Clayton Kershaw threw the first and only no-hitter of his career so far, you were right there preserving that no-hitter. Take me through that moment and how much anticipation there was and how nervous you may have been.
Yeah, that moment was really special for me, and obviously for him and his whole family. Dodgers fans always at Dodger Stadium, packing that place every time. Clayton took the hill that year, special season 2 as well. Seeing the domination from him, start in, start out, it was simply outstanding, And for me to be part of that day and his only no-hitter in the big leagues, that's something that I'm always going to remember. I was beyond nervous that day, because I didn't want to be the one messing something up. But at the end of the day, I went home, and I actually recap a little bit of myself, catching 3 or 4 balls and making 4 outs for him, and that was my job that day.
Yeah, and I guess that he gave you guys all a bottle of scotch after that no-hitter, said, thanks for having my back. And then when you found out you were going back to Los Angeles, you sent him a picture of that bottle of scotch. How excited are you, Miggy, just to get back to LA and help this team compete for another World Series championship?
Yeah, that was my first kind of reaction when I got the news that I was getting traded to LA. A lot of emotions, of course, because my home and my family and all the things that I have done throughout the last 8 years is being Miami, and this is a place that is always gonna hold something really special in my heart for the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, coming back to LA and knowing that I'm gonna have the opportunity to play behind Clayton again, before he decided that he's not gonna pitch anymore, it's gonna be one of the highlights that I'm looking forward to do. But just sending a text message to him, the only guy that is there while my time as a player with the Dodgers in 2014 happened, I think it was really special to actually text him and say, okay, it's time to do it. It's time to do it again and get another no-hitter.
Miggy, over the course of the weekend, there was a trade between the Twins and the Marlins. Pablo Lopez is going to Minnesota. Luis Arraez is going to Miami. What are the Twins getting in Pablo Lopez?
They're getting an ace on and off the field. Here's something that I have to say about Pablo. I got to meet Pablo when he first showed up to spring training. And this guy is always going to be sitting out front, first row, every time there's a meeting going on in the clubhouse. His English level is unbelievable. It's amazing how a kid from Venezuela that just came to the United States playing baseball. He never went to school or anything. He's so smart. He's a player that is always going to be prepared. He's going to do his homework, and he's going to be ready to pitch every single day, not just on the mound, but away from the field as well. So I'm really excited about Pablo and really excited about the Twins getting an arm like him, but they're getting a special human as well.
Yeah, I think it's a good trade for both clubs involved. And before I let you go, Miguel, I just wanted to get an update on your progress. I saw your cast on your right wrist there. I know that you had surgery on it recently. Tell me more about how you're feeling and when you're expected to be able to get back to baseball activities.
Yeah, this thing is coming out on Wednesday. I'm really excited about taking that little piece of bone that it was growing there. It was just a bone spurt. The bigger picture about my wrist is moving so much better. The TFCC repair early this offseason is feeling great. My wrist was in line to just be ready for WBC and playing with the Dodgers in spring training and be ready for the season. Now I need to take maybe another week before I start hitting again, but I'm looking forward to start doing baseball activities by the start of the next month. So for me, I'm going to have plenty of time to get ready, and I'm excited about this opportunity.
Yeah, that sounds great. I can tell you one thing. The Dodgers have always had a very good glove when you've been on that team. I think they're getting a better offensive player than they had the first time as well. Miguel Rojas, good luck to you with Team Venezuela and the World Baseball Classic, and also good luck back in Los Angeles.
Thank you very much, Alanna. Good talking to you again.